Hey baby, I wish you could.
Hey, what's good, y'all? How you doing? How you feeling? It's your boy Kev. I know my head looks a mess. I don't care. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I can care less. Okay. Um, forgive me. My allergies are still messing with me, getting on my nerves. But I had to make a quick video, really, briefly, for you all because I have something to say on this subject. I was at my pastor's house now. As you all may or may not know, that me and the pastor's daughter, are best friends. I graduated with his daughter, um, and whatchamacallit, we've been cool for some time now. We've been kicking it ever since sophomore year, and I'm over there quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? My first lady, like it's that's like my second family. You know what I'm saying? All his kids, most of them are grown except for Shonda, my best friend, whatever. She's the youngest out of all her sisters and brothers. All of them are grown from like 30 up. You know what I'm saying? Then she has nieces and nephews and cousins who are like in our age. So, we basically chill with them. Like, I think the oldest out of them is like 25. So, it's like, you know, we all hang with them basically. You know what I'm saying? We kick it with them because they're closer to our age. Um, now, so I was over there kicking it with them today after choir rehearsal, and we bugging out. Me and my pastor was watching Bruce Lee movies, and he's over here like in awe at the fact that this dude is like cracking skulls like everywhere, and I'm just like, yeah, that's what he does. Like it's Bruce Lee. Like, um, you know, um, so we're kicking it like I said. I'm talking to Shonda, and her niece is 15. She actually goes to the school that I went to, um, that I graduated from. And she was telling me about, this girl who's in her class, class 2000, I think 13, I believe. Yeah, 2013. And, she's telling me about how her friend is pregnant. And I'm just sitting here like, she's telling me all the stories about how a lot of girls come in here talking about their sex lives and how they're doing this, and that, and how they have sex like 3 times a day, 6 times a week, and all this other stuff. And then she comes and she tells me about this girl that's pregnant. And this is one of her close friends. I'm like, wow. Wow, y'all. Like, it's nothing new. I mean, premarital sex, fornication, babies making babies is really nothing new to us. We all know about it. It's out there. But see, the thing that pisses me off is like these adults and even young teens who do know something about something, who are talking positive, like how I am, and how many like me are. They're refusing to have this discussion with these kids at the ages that are, necessary, if not appropriate, necessary for them to be talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not about what appropriate the age, because believe it or not, there's kids in middle school who are out there having sex. You just don't know it because they're too young and they don't really understand what's going on. So they're like, you know, not that they don't understand, but they are not at a point where they have enough confidence and balls basically to come to you and say, I'm out there having sex, and I want to have that talk with you because I want to make sure I'm doing what I'm doing. They don't. No 13-year-old, 12-year-old is gonna come to you and be like, mom, dad, I'm having sex. It's not gonna happen. They may not go up to their older siblings and tell them some stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a hard thing to deal with, and when you're that young, out there having sex and experimenting with your body, and exploring yourself and getting to know yourself in a different way, it's really, it changes you. You know what I'm saying? It does change you and it takes an effect. And if you're doing these things before you're ready, it'll affect you in a negative way. And that's why there's so many male and female hoes out here running around, because they've been doing it for some time now and they just can't stop. It's very easy to get addicted to sex if you're having sex before it's time. You know what I'm saying? People just look at the physical and say, "Well, I'm ready." You know what I'm saying? I can produce semen, so I'm ready to have sex. I'm on my period, so I'm a woman now. I'm ready to have sex. No, no, no. No, no, no. I know little girls that are 9 years old that have their period. Trust and believe. They're living in Norwalk. Some of them some of them I went to school with their brothers. So it's like, understand that, just because you go through these changes, at a very young age, that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be out there doing things that is not right and it's not the right time for you to be doing. Your body still are going through these changes. They're still going through the developmental stages, and not only, like I said, it's not just the physical; it's the mental. Think about the mental aspect and what you're going through mentally when your body is changing and you're feeling these different type of ways. You have to think about that. Um, when, like I said, when I was listening to my friend's niece, I'm like, wow, like, y'all got some real issues. And then it kind of brought me back to when I was her age. Like, we really did have some stuff with us. You know what I'm saying? And we all thought we was grown. And it's like, going back, it's like, yo, you wish you never made the mistake that you made back then. You wish there was a way to prevent it, because you look at them like, ew, like, I can't believe y'all did that. But it's like, some of that stuff you probably did yourself, and you try to hide it, but you did it. So it's like, it's amazing how things get so bad over the years. Like, things have gotten so much worse. I thought we were bad. These kids are out there doing whatever, and they're proud of it. Since when was it okay for young men and women to go out there and start making babies and having sex and bragging about it freely in their neighborhoods, in the school, in the workplace, wherever? When was it appropriate? When was it appropriate? And it's like I said before, for the adults who are not speaking up and telling their kids what's going on, by you keeping it from them, it's not going to make them not do it. It's only gonna make them want to seek that knowledge elsewhere. If you don't have a discussion with your kids, they're gonna have a discussion with someone else. And when I mean by someone else, I mean their peers. Excuse me. When I say someone else, I mean their peers who are 9 out of 10 doing the same thing that you are afraid that they're doing. Okay, they're probably out there experimenting with all types of stuff. You just don't know it. So it's like, you know, and if I had to say one thing to y'all kids, is be very careful. There's so much stuff going on these days. I mean, yo, swine flu and all this other stuff. Yo, this is new to me. Like, I have a 6-year-old niece that I'm scared. Like, I'm scared every time my niece walks out that door, because all them kids at that school can potentially be, um, walking around with this disease. And it's very quick. It's so easy to catch. It's like it's an actual flu. And, it's like you have to really be so careful. Y'all, don't kiss on everybody. This is your mouth. This is your mouth. When you kiss someone, see that I'm tired of all these people going to these clubs and these different places and kissing up on random people, having sex with random people. You don't even know their name, but you're just laying up with them and touching mouth and swapping spit. You don't know where their mouth been. You don't know where their mouth been or who mouth they been on. You know what I'm saying? Every time you kiss for men, every time you kiss a girl, you kissing every guy that you done kissed that night or prior to that night. And same thing goes for women. When you kiss a guy, you kissing every girl that he done hooked up with before you. Okay? And God forbid if they practice oral sex. Now you kissing mouth and you kissing cooch and possibly kissing some ding ding. So what you need to do is be worried about that. Think of it like this: 1 in every 4 teens now in America are infected with an STD or STI. Okay, a sexually transmitted disease or a sexually transmitted infection. 1 in every 4th person. So you have a room full. You have a room with 4 people in it. One out of those 4 can possibly be infected with something. You have to think with that mind state, and also, that's why it's so important, y'all, to get tested. I don't care how long you've been dating, how in love you are with this person, and how much you trust that person. I don't care. Before you make the decision, if you are going to have sex, before you are married, even when you get married, if you are going to have sex and you plan on being intimate with that person sexually, get tested beforehand. It is a must that you get tested at least every 6 months, because it's possible to walk around for 10 years. Studies have shown that you can be infected with this for 10 years. Okay, now this is the HIV virus. You can be affected and be walking around with HIV or AIDS for up to 10 years without the signs or symptoms, and you would not know about it for 10 years. And before you find, and when you do find out about it, it's too late to be treated. So it's like, understand, this is not curable. This is your life you're messing with. You're gambling with your life every time you lay up with someone that you are not certain who they've been messing with, or if you don't know them like that, even if you do know them like that, every time you lay up with someone and you are not protected, you are gambling with your life. Realize that it don't have to be them. They could be the cleanest person. They could have messed with just one person. But think about the other people that one person they messed with had been having sex with before they got to this person.
I'm thinking to myself again. You're not here.